So am I to understand that I'm supposed to make shoyu ramen from this? Seriously? Have you even seen shoyu ramen? It's amazing. Shoyu ramen is the closest thing to the Chinese import of Chinese ramen and is the most commonly ordered dish in Japan in ramen shop. Often the broth is dark, clear, and extremely flavorful. Perhaps dotted with little blobs of oil, not like a haphazard scum, but something very, very intentional. It's an intentional addition that brings the ramen to the next level, and this just doesn't have it. Toppings are then carefully chosen and arranged carefully with shoyu and of course shio ramen because the goal is harmony and balance within the bowl. I don't know if I'm gonna find that with this. The flavors in shoyu and shio ramen are lighter, so there's not the blunt trauma and force of like a tonkotsu or miso broth. It's not even gonna have the punch of Korean jjajangmyeon or pad thai or dandan noodle. You can't keep adding for sheer gluttony's sake and expect to find harmony in the bowl. There's nowhere to hide. You can't lean on the oomph and the strength of say like a tonkotsu broth. Shoyu ramen is delicate and delicious all on its own. Toppings have to enhance and not overpower the bowl and all the elements of the bowl like the soup and the noodles. So you see things like fish cakes, pork shoulder, scallions, greens, and eggs. So I get it. You want to make a nice meal out of some instant ramen. That's fine. There are absolutely millions of recipe videos out there that'll teach you to do exactly that. When I'm telling people how to make ramen at home in the best way possible, usually I tell them to spend a couple bucks. Get the best pack of ramen out there, and then you'll have a nice foundation to start with. This is not that. This is like 19 cents. And that's fine. If that's your budget, hey, I'm here to help. You wanna make this into that? Cool. But you're starting with sub-premium ramen. And this is vegan too. All right. So then the final bowl we make is going to be vegan as well. Because if you're choosing to use Top Ramen Shoyu Ramen, it's probably because you're vegan. Additionally, if you splurged all of 19 cents for dinner, I'm going to guess that the rest of your budget is not expansive. So we're not going to be dropping any truffle oil, or we're not going to be dropping any expensive ingredients here. We're going to keep it to about $5. That's our budget. I want to make this as close to as an authentic bowl of ramen that you'd actually get in Tokyo, Japan. We're not going to be doing a curry roux. We're not going to be using eggs. Like I said, we're going to go cheap, easy, and vegan. In order to do this, we're going to have to apply science. We're going to have to apply appropriate culinary technique to make this into something authentic and really flavorful for cheap. Alright guys, it might be time to introduce the concept of the triangle of realness. Generally, you're going to have good, fast, and cheap. Good, fast, cheap. Generally in life, you get to pick two. What we want today is good and cheap. So what it's not going to be is fast. At the core of this ramen is going to be a dashi made of kombu kelp and shiitake mushrooms. This umami bomb is going to be instrumental in leveling up our ramen. I'm going to pull a little trick here and make an aromatic oil as well as some crunchy toppings for our vegan shoyu ramen. Here I've got some scallions as well as some peeled garlic and ginger. And we're going to fry that up, and the fried bits are going to be the most tasty and delightful topping called agi negi. Here I'm crisping up the ginger and strain the whole thing out, and all those burnt pieces are going to be gold. Once the shiitake mushrooms have given all their flavor, we're going to use up all their texture too. So I'm going to remove them from the dashi, remove the stems, and slice them finely. This takes a really sharp knife. These are tougher than you think. Then I'm going to go ahead and fry these up in the aroma oil and a little bit of sesame oil with a shot of soy sauce. This combination is going to add a good punch to the bowl of ramen and a good amount of texture too. It's also going to lend some meatiness to the dish. Even though it's vegan, it'll taste great. I just don't know. I just don't know if it's going to work. God. This is a quick glow up that I like to do for my bamboo shoots. As you can see, I like to cut them up so that they don't look like they just came out of the can. I hate seeing canned bamboo shoots, so I like to cut them up so that they look a little bit more elegant. It increases the surface area and it makes them absorb the sauce just a little bit better. It is likely going to boil over, so I don't feel good about this, but here we go. Alright, noodles. It's showtime. My thinking in doing this was to do two things. I was going to alkalize the noodles, and then I was also going to dilute some of the factory oils that the noodles were fried in. So the frying process drove off the water. Driving off the water preserved the noodles. So as you increase the pH and make it more basic, or make it more alkaline, or make it more like lye water, the gluten gets tougher, and that's important. So the general concept is going to be this. I'm going to be taking this kombu and shiitake mushroom broth dashi with all its glutamates, combining with this, the sauce packet from the ramen. And that together, maybe with a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of sugar, should make a nice, deep, clear shoyu broth. In combination with the aromatic oils, we should be able to make something like a decent bowl of ramen. But I'm still not convinced. Pinch of salt, pinch of sugar, another pinch of sugar. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, nothing left to do but try this. Like, does it work together as ramen? Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Wow, that's really good. It's so full of umami, it's making me hungry. Shiitake mushrooms. Wow, that absolutely did enhance the texture of the noodles. The agi negi is really lifting this. The shoyu broth with the oil, I can't get enough of that. Yeah, I'm eating this whole bowl. This is delicious. There's harmony in the bowl. I did not expect this. The menma, so good. The menma are seasoned subtly, but find a nice home in this bowl of ramen. The agi negi kind of brings everything together. The noodles become slurpable and actually hold up in this hot soup, and that's really nice. Wow. I'm shocked. 100% passable, 100% not bad. It's got it. Wow. That was definitely not fast, but it was good and it was cheap. So if you guys can think of any other recipes you want me to try out or any other ramen packs you want me to do, if you could drop a comment below in the comments, I'd love to hear it. Do you guys have any ramen hacks that you wanted to share with me? Because I'm game to hear it. Anyway, I'm always down to talk some ramen. Thanks so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.